Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great in this afternoon. Quick correction. I've said that for the last couple of videos, but good afternoon. And welcome to this new video on Pepe. All right, we're going to do a full update. I think in general, it's quite interesting to look at this because I saw it this morning and yesterday. It looked quite bullish, right? So when I made the video yesterday, we were already pretty close to breaking out. And what we were talking about is that, well, if we get above this previous high, and if we break above that, purely technically, it is most likely that we'll continue up towards that level around 10,000, which we did. We did not get to 10,000. We got to 9,900. But in the end, a lot of bullish momentum. And what it seems like right now, at least technically, is that Pepe is very much bleeding. So that is something you don't usually see, or at least... especially in this recent times, it's not something I've seen a lot. So we'll have a look at that. We'll talk about what that means. I mean, purely technically, to start off with that, so we're diving right into the analysis. But purely technically, Pepe is still bullish, all right? Because that previous high, which we broke above, still holds as support. And we also have the 50 EMA there. We basically have this level between the 618 and 0.5 FIB, which is also technically very strong. So basically that whole level around 8,000 is still great support. And I would be very surprised if we don't get any bullish momentum from that. Because basically since last night, or since the night, we have barely gotten bullish momentum from anywhere. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the main thing which we have to look at is the momentum, right? So how the open interest is developing, or at least that's what I think is the most interesting to look at. And if you look at that, that's still, I mean, that's dropping down, all right? So that's very much in line with the price, but it is still quite high, and we're also getting towards some sort of support level. So I think the main thing to expect right now, also given the fact that it's the weekend, so there's less trading, etc., etc. I think it's most likely to expect that this bearish momentum we have gotten going on right now will continue at least for the foreseeable future, all right? For the next couple of hours. So yeah, but I think we'll drop down into that support, and then it really depends how we react to that support. Because there's two ways we can react to that. Like I said, if you look at that open interest, there's some sort of an open interest floor coming up around $420 million. What could happen is that we bounce from that, which we have done in the past, or we just bounce a little bit and then drop down further. Both have happened before. And if you look at the last two spikes up, so these two, what usually happens is that we drop down lower. But what's also the case is that, for example, if you look at this last move, we did not drop down below that 0.5, 0.618 FIB level. So I think we really have to await that reaction. I think short term, it's most likely we'll drop down lower. All right, so short term, we'll drop down to that level around 8,000. But I kind of have to say, looking at the market structure, which definitely is still bullish, even though it's a little bit weird. And given the market circumstances in general, if I hadn't said that already, I think it's most likely that we will find support there. Maybe consolidate a little bit without momentum, but then eventually break back above this level right here at 8,800, which will be the main resistance level to break then, and rally up higher towards 10,000. That's what I think is most likely, purely technically, and also taken into account some fundamentals. That's most likely. But like I said, the main thing to watch is the reaction, because if we drop down to that level, and we will find support, that's what I expect at least. But that support does not go hand in hand with an open interest increase. What that means is that we're just losing momentum still, right? So then, even though we will find some support, if we don't get that bullish breakout soon, we'll just drop down towards 7,000 before you know it. So yeah, be careful for that, but that's what I think you need to know for now regarding Pepe. Those are my thoughts. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.